Dr. St. John again with Chagrin Natural Health Clinic, and we are on part 3 of the endocrine system. So we talked about the different components, the different glands, and then we highlighted the pituitary and the thyroid gland in the second video. What we're going to do now is we're going to talk about the pancreas. So the pancreas makes a hormone that lowers blood sugar, and that hormone is called insulin. So insulin takes sugar out of the bloodstream and puts it into the cell for energy. Now, this pancreas creates or produces this insulin, and this insulin acts like a little bridge. So you can see here's an artery, there's sugar in the blood, that blood is going in, or I'm sorry, yeah, the sugar in the blood is going into this little cell, and that bridge right there is that hormone insulin. So think of it as a key that unlocks the cell to allow sugar in for energy. What happens is when people eat too much sugar and bread and pasta and cookies and cake and alcohol and pop, is there's an overabundance of insulin being produced because there's this constant supply of sugar in the blood. And over many years, what happens is the pancreas wears out. It can't produce that insulin, so then what happens is the sugar builds up in this bloodstream, and that equates to high blood sugar, which is diabetes, chronically high blood sugar. So let's transition to the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands are your first line of defense against stress. Physical stress, mental stress, stress from maybe not eating properly, stress from not sleeping. If these types of things throw you for a loop, if you don't get one good night's sleep and the next day you're really whacked out, your adrenal glands probably aren't functioning like they should. If you miss a meal and you feel real irritable, your adrenal glands probably aren't balancing your blood sugar in that sort of alarm response. So the adrenal glands, think of them as critical, okay? They're just really, really important. How well you live and function and cope in life, how happy you are, depends on the adrenal glands. The adrenal glands function to make stress hormones to keep your blood sugar stable between meals. They make stress hormones to handle a major stress response. But what's happening, if you're watching the media lately, for example, you're getting a constant dose of adrenaline and fear, and these adrenal glands are constantly getting stressed. We're not meant to live in a stress, fight or flight response on a regular basis. So one tip, turn off the news. It'll really help. But that's sort of a side note. In the next video, what I'm going to do after we cover the reproductive glands is I'm going to give you some other take-home information, some tools that you can apply to help support these areas, okay? Next video is going to be on the reproductive glands.